And that wasn't it. It was the opportunity for me to face it head on. And one morning I woke up and I saw two cop cars sitting outside of my dorm room or my apartment. And I was like, oh man, like I was under a lot of legal trouble. We can say that. And I was on a plea deal. And so if I'd have gotten any trouble during that time, I would have had to do 7 years in jail. And so for me, it was, you would think that would be the nut that just finally breaks you and says, hey, you need to get right. And it still wasn't, but it was seeing those two cop cars that I'll still see every single day. And I thank God for giving me this opportunity to see it, because that next morning it told me go home. And so I immediately left college and I went home. And no sooner than 2 weeks later, I'm at the gym working out at the YMCA, and Corey Brooks is there. I don't know if you know Corey, but an awesome
You know I know
Livingstonian.
him.
And he said, why don't you come play football at Livingstone? And I was like, I mean, I never thought of it, but sure, let's look at it. And so I go, and, I had a hard time getting in. And if it wasn't for Moses Gordon fighting for me to get in, because of my record and my past, I would never have had that opportunity to truly play football at a collegiate level. And I think all these people throughout the way, because as you reflect back, you think about the journey and you're like, well, if it wasn't for this guy, I wouldn't have gotten here. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have gotten here. And I do want to give credit to where credit is due, because I know these are all godly men that have all helped open up doors. And so getting to Livingstone was a blessing. And a lot of people didn't